Hey there, it's Kim Hesse and welcome to the next episode of Event Ninja News, the place to get hints and tips for your next event. Now today I'm going to show you a quick and easy online registration form for your next event. Now this form is going to work best for those beautiful free events that you hold, or if you're maybe going to invoice your guests later on. For those who are looking for an online solution where you can where your guests can purchase tickets online, this might not be the best option for you. You might want to find an online ticketing site where you can collect your registration data. But for those free events, then this is definitely the quickest and the best option. Let me show you why. What we're going to do is talk through creating a Google form. Now, to sign into Google Forms, you'll just need a Gmail account, so you can set one of those up or use an existing Gmail account. Now you'll see up the top here a bunch of template galleries as such, and of course we've got an event registration. So let's jump in here and see what Google have served up for us on their event rego template. All right, so the first thing I'd like to do is just change the colors of this event registration form. And you can do this by clicking on the color palette. You can automatically change the colors or add an image. Let's see, something colorful. All right, let's go with purple. Select, and it's just updating your theme. You can also load in your own images if you want, and you'll see that the background and everything has changed automatically to suit the color that you've got at the top. So let me talk you through a couple of things here. So event registration. So you can change the name of your event. And put in your timings if you'd like. So this is your little options here on the right hand side where you can add different things. So for an event, I always like to get specific and ask people for their first name, and we're going to make that required. Then we want a surname, because we're going to do name badges, so this is a required field as well. So if you'd like to add a text field or a field, you just click on the location above where you want to add that. So maybe we'd like to, underneath email address, and that's required, we might want to collect their phone number. Or actually, let's go mobile, because we like to get in touch with people these days, and we would like this to be a required field. You'll see here there's a drop down, and you can choose from a range of different question types. So short answer, paragraph, multi-choice, file upload. I love this, especially if you're creating, for example, a speaker form, which I'll cover in a future episode for you. You've also got these cool multi-choice grids, dates and times. So we've got first name, surname. We'd like that required for our name badge. Email, mobile. Let's go company. American Google for our Australian companies, and you might want to make this required or not. And if you are putting their job title on their name badge, you also want to make this a required field as well. What days will you attend? I don't really need this because maybe for the event I'm doing, it's a 2-hour event, so let's just quickly delete that one. You'll see here there's a duplicate, so you can also duplicate your questions as well. Dietary restrictions. I like using dietary requirements, just a personal preference. And here you've seen they've used a multi-choice, so you can absolutely keep this, and you'll see that they've got other options where your guests can add in further specific dietary requirements. And I'm not going to make this required because sometimes people don't have a requirement. They can eat whatever they like. Perfect. And this question here we're going to delete because it is a free event. You might want to write in a note, something like, I understand this is a free event, or I have to pay X upon arrival. This doesn't apply to the free event that we're creating. So I'm just going to go in and delete that section there. Perfect. So our form's made. Now what we're going to do is have a look at the settings. So settings is the little wheel up here. What I want to do is make sure this is unticked. So restrict to venues to events users. We want this form to be available to anybody who is sent the link. And respondents can edit after they submit. Maybe not, because sometimes we've sent off name badges to the printers and things like that, and we don't want to be tracking all of the edits. So if somebody wants to edit their information, then I think they can contact us. There's a few different bits and pieces in the settings here that you can go along and look at in your own time. So we're going to save that up. And then this little button here is the preview, where you can view your form. And this is basically the link that you can use as well to share with your guests, with your delegates, so that they can register. So let's fill out this form. So I'm just going to copy this. There's my form. Let's see if my link works. Beauty. So let's fill this out and I'll show you what happens when your guests register. Cool. I'll be vegetarian and submit. Perfect, we've received your registration, and you can also set your thank you page as well within your Google form. So let's go back to the form and you'll see here we have a response. So let's click on responses and you can see that here's the email and information that I've entered in. And if you click this beautiful button called Create a Spreadsheet, it will create an automatic online Google spreadsheet for you based on your survey or your registration form. So let's hit create and I'll show you what this magic little thing does. Beautiful. So first column is the timestamp, and it's automatically pulled all of my headings from my registration form and auto added all of the options or all of my selections. So whenever somebody completes the form, their details will be added in on the next line. Magic, right? And the beautiful thing about this online spreadsheet is you can go in and you can share this with your team members or whoever else is involved in the event. You can also say, for example, if I share it with Ninja Nicole at Venues to Events, I can give her viewing access only, so she can't edit that form and change any of the details around. So anybody you invite, you can actually lock down their restrictions as well. So you can keep your Google spreadsheet nice and safe and nice and clean. And I'll show you, sorry, go to the share. This is the link here. It's where you can copy this link, and this is how you share it with people within your organization. And also you can then enter their email address and the Google spreadsheet will send them an automatic email letting them know you've invited them to the spreadsheet. Well, I hope this has helped. That is the simplest and quickest way to create an online registration form for your event. And the beautiful thing is this online automatic spreadsheet where all the data is collected, no downloading an Excel spreadsheet in CSV format and then having to change it into a different format and save multiple copies. All the data is added automatically. It's live and available online and easily shared. I hope this episode has helped you. I would love to hear your feedback on the online registration forms that you're using, and if you found this episode helpful. I look forward to catching you on the next episode of Event Ninja News.